Anne, and St. Catherine of Siena. So now we're going to finish at least 3 saints on either side of St. Dominic and St. Catherine. But before that, we need to further improve first a bit on both Saints Dominic and Catherine's before proceeding to the other saints, so that we'll be able to study others in a bit. And so far, what we got here is Our Lady of the Holy Rosary, St. Dominic, and St. Catherine, all in the ones that I have finished yesterday, and now we're gonna start improving all of them in this live stream. Okay, let's begin. Nador Ranariod. Hello, Nador. Good afternoon. Welcome sa live stream. Ako talaga mauna. Oo. Gaya ng sinabi ko ng dati, magla-live ako ng ganitong oras, and sakto nakarating ka, nakasambot ka sa live. Okay, just a bit on the robe of Our Lady. Itong kay Santo Domingo. Remember nyo ako? Oo. Ikaw yung yung nakausap ko kahapon nung unang kong drawing itong imahe na to. Buti na lang, Nador, nakarating ka sa live stream, kasi sisimulan ko na yung tatlong santo na nasa kabilaan nila, Santo Domingo at Santa Catalina. Pero bago nun, nang sabi ko kanina na i-improve ko muna itong sila, yung Mahal na Ina, tapos sila Santo Domingo, tapos si St. Catherine, bago ko mag-proceed sa sa iba pang mga santo. Benedictus, Benedictus scriven, in nomine Benedictus, in nomine Domini, Benedictus, Benedictus scriven. 4 p.m. nag-aabang na ako. Oh, maraming salamat sa Cherry Gentino. Hello, welcome to the live stream. In nomine Benedictus, in nomine Domini, Sanctus Dominus Deus Salvator, Benissum Celi et Terra Gloria, Sanctus Dominus Deus Salvator. Naku, naputol na naman. It's broken again. Continue. Please draw an angel. I was able to draw an angel already in my past drawing of Our Lady of the Holy Rosary. But yes, I will try to take heed to your suggestion, Cherry Jen. Scarpet GD41. DQMN, go to drawing skills. Thank you. Are you left-handed? Yes, I'm left-handed. From the door, ano next na saint? Ano next na saint next? Okay. Itong sila Santo Tomas de Aquino, San Pedro de Verona, tapos itong si Santa Rosa de Lima. Silang tatlo muna, tapos Tapos mamaya si Saint Albert, si San Alberto, si San Vicente, tapos itong si Santa Margarita. Scarpet GD41, wow, thank you so much. Cherry Gentino, I will sub you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's now start with Saint Thomas Aquinas, the angelic doctor. Okay. At si St. John the Baptist, request ko yan. Sige, sige. Pag may oras ako, tapos maghahanap ako ng picture ni St. John the Baptist, idodrawing ko siya. Cherry Gentino, hi, your drawing's very beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Cherry Gen. Okay. Tapos itong mga mata. The eyes of St. Thomas. Tapos, then his lips. Big fan po ako. Oh, maraming salamat talaga, Nador, for your support. Sige. Sige. Oh, bye. I'm going to sleep because it's very night. Okay, thank you so much for joining, Cherry Jen. Night, night. Baka ibang bansa, Scarpet GD41. Pinoy ako, Filipino ako, yes. Pinoy ako. Ano daw, night na? Hindi, afternoon. 5:09 in the afternoon. 5:09 in the afternoon. Okay. Then we'll start with St. Thomas Aquinas. Okay. Usual brown here for a brown tonsure. Nador, si San Vicente ang santo namin. Oh, ito siya. Ito siya. Mamaya pagkatapos nitong sila Santo Tomas de Aquino, si San Pedro Verona, tapos si Santa Rosa de Lima, baka sisimulan ko na talaga tong si San Vicente. Okay. Ang goal ko kasi for this live is matatapos ko yung tatlong santo na nakapaligid kay Santo Domingo de Guzman at saka kay St. Catherine, kay Santa Catalina. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. 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 Nador, ang fave dyan ay si Mama Mary. Oh yes, itong si Our Lady of the Holy Rosary. Actually, favorite ko rin siya. Tapos si Santo Domingo yung next, yung susunod. Shadows dito yata kay baby. Ayan. There. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Abangan ko ang next drawing. Oh, sige, sige. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Then, itong star. Okay, give mo na. Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria. Nasa Manila ka nakatira? Hindi. Sa norte. In excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Ako nasa Bohol nakatira. Ooh. Super ganda kaya ng mga simbahan doon sa Bohol. Excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, ay in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. At sanupay kapayapaan sa mga taong kinalulugdan. Pinupuri ka namin, pinarangakan. Muli ka namin, pinasasalamat. Aming buhay sa lakas. Kapurihan. I'm using my Prismacolor black. I'm using right now my Prismacolor black for the habits of the Dominican saints. Nador Ranariod. Oo nga, pati ang Garcia Hernandez Santo nila ay si Saint John the Baptist doon sa silid maraming gold. Ooh. Usually, pag mga santo, they are always garbed in gold or at least meron silang mga gold na mga gold na elements sa kanilang mga damit. Kasi gold, it's a symbol of heaven. Ika nga. Heavenly glory, ika nga. I-reserve ko yung part na ito. Ikaw namang Jesucristo ang kabayan mo. Amen. Amen. Gloria, Gloria. In excelsis Deo, Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Then, tapos na si St. Thomas. Okay. Tapos, konting tan, just a bit of tan for St. Thomas is about to be finished. Just a bit of tan here. And also, as part of his tonsure. Nador Ranariod, keep your best para dumami ang views mo. Nandito ako para magsuporta. Salamat ulit, Nador. Ayan. And here we go. St. Thomas Aquinas is now finished. Now to St. Peter, the martyr of Verona. Ranariod, ikaw ang favorite artist ko. Oh, maraming salamat talaga for your kind remarks, Nador. Utang ko talaga kay Lord itong talent na to. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Ayan. And then just a bit of the ear for St. Thomas. There. Back to St. Peter. Okay. In excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Then some for the hair. Just a little trivia about this saint that I'm drawing. Saint Peter, the martyr of Verona, was the very first Dominican martyr. He was a great preacher. He even met Saint Dominic, and he was killed when they put an axe on his head, and with his blood, he was able to write the words Credum in unum Deum. St. Thomas Aquinas here is the patron saint of Catholic schools, Catholic teachers, and he's known as the he's known as the angelic doctor because of his Summa Theologiae, a book that he had written proving on the existence of God. And that's a little trivia for now about these two saints whom I've recently drawn. In excelsis Deo, Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Okay, then we can start on the habit of Saint Peter. In excelsis Deum, Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deum. Okay. Now his face is done. It's very Spanish. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deum, Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deum. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deum. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deum. Ay, sinong nasa likod? Sino? Okay, from Nador Ranariod. Sino pong nasa likod ni Saint Peter? Ah, ito. Ito, siya ba? Itong santo na to? I think yung tinutukoy mo itong si Santa Rosa de Lima, yung susunod na idodrawing ko. Si Santa Rosa de Lima. Yes, oo, si Saint Rose of Lima. Siya yung susunod. After nitong si Saint Peter, Martyr of Verona. Just a bit of white and flesh. And of course the palm leaf. Okay. There. The palm leaf on Saint Peter is done. So now I think there's something missing. St. Thomas. Fathers and mothers. Okay. Deo, Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. And then a bit of white for the highlight. And just a bit of black on near the palm leaf. Okay, and we have just completed Saint Peter, the Martyr of Verona. Now it's time for Saint Rose of Lima. Nador Ranariod, black po ba silang lahat? Hindi kasama si Mama Mary? Hindi. Kasi si Mama Mary, dapat blue yung kanyang mantle kasi Our Lady of the Holy Rosary siya. Tapos itong mga saints, sila dapat yung, yes, magba-black silang lahat kasi yung Dominican habit kasi meron yung white tapos yung black na cape at saka hood. Kasi ganun talaga yung mga Dominican saints. Pero mayroong mga iilang mga saints na magwa-white. You will see later on sa susunod kong mga live. Meron yung mga nakasutana tapos meron yung isa na pure white talaga yung suot niya. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Tapos pati yung Pope kay Pope Pius the Fifth, oo, gagawan ko siya kasi based sa reference photo na nakita ko, Dominican habit talaga yung suot ni Pope Saint Pius the Fifth. Pati na rin tong si Saint Albert kasi Dominican silang lahat. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Tapos rose blush para kay Saint Rose. Rose blush for Saint Rose. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. And then St. Louis. Kasi alam ko ang mga cardinal, ordinary time, orthodox, cardinal, tropic, and pope. Oh, kaya pala. So, then, sige. Then, it's now time for the roses. Glory, glory, in excelsis Deo, glory, glory, in excelsis Deo. There, mga roses, then roses. And then another rose, red rose. Rose. Glory, glory, and then okay, St. Rose. Gloria, gloria, in excelsis Deo, gloria, gloria, in excelsis Deo. Gloria, gloria, in excelsis. Content creator din ako. Oh, ano usually yung mga kino-content mo, Nador? Okay. Tapos yan. Tapos happy, happy, Gloria, 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 in excelsis Deo, Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Merong drawing at sayaw and games. Oh, sige, sige. Titignan ko mamaya yung channel mo, Nador. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deum. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deum. Okay. Then another set of roses. Ay, sapagkat lamang ang bana. Kung lamang o Jesu Cristo kataas-tasan, kasama ng Espiritu Santo sa kanan ng Diyos Ama. Oopsie, naputol na naman. Time to sharpen. Oh, ay. Nador Ranario, 3 sub na po ako. Oh, wow. Ika nga, bit of progress will help you eventually succeed. Okay, and we're just gonna finish some of the roses. Oh dear, not what I expected. There. And there. I'll color the roses pink. And then some red. Bit of white highlight, black for the shadows, okay. Straight fine lines. And for the leaves, dark green leaves. Another trivia. Saint Rose of Lima is the secondary patroness of the Philippines, and she is the first saint of the Americas. You would never see an image of Saint Rose without wearing her crown of roses. So if you see a Dominican saint or Dominican nun with roses for a crown instead of the crown of thorns, then you'll know that it's Saint Rose of Lima. She was very beautiful when she was a little girl, and however, she decided to give up that beauty and to serve God. That is why she entered the the Third Order of Saint Dominic, and live a life of generosity and kindness. Okay, just a bit more white. Glory, glory. Okay. Nice ang pag-mix mo. Salamat, salamat, Nador. And we're already done with St. Thomas Aquinas, St. Peter the Martyr of Verona, and St. Rose of Lima. Now we're going to finish these three saints, St. Albert, St. Vincent, and St. Margaret, if I'm not mistaken. But if I'm mistaken, then I'll try to research again the saints and then try to correct the one that I'll say in the next live stream. But for now, no further ado, let's begin with St. Albert. Nadoranar wala pang Zuchetto sa panahon dyan. Sa drawing na ito, Nador, lahat sila naka-mitre tapos papal tiara. Tapos may mga naka-tiara pa. Actually, if we go back to the medieval period, meron ng mga Zuchetto, I believe. Pero in this portrait, naka-mitre sila. Parang naka-full, naka-complete yung kanilang mga vestments. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. At sa lupa'y kapayapaan sa mga taong kinagagalihan. Pinupuri ka namin, dinarangal ko. There. And then akala ko si St. Peter ay Roman soldier. Hindi. Isa siyang pare. Itong si St. Peter, the Martyr of Verona, isa siyang pare. Tapos nakilala niya tong si Santo Domingo. And he was inspired by their Holy Father. Kaya he was a celebrated preacher hanggang sa pinatay siya. He died for the gospel, kaya super powerful talaga yung naging impact on those who know St. Peter, the Martyr of Verona. Okay. There. And then for the mitre of Saint Albert, spinning. Okay. Then for the book of Saint Albert the Great, okay, and we'll color. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo, Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. Okay, there. And then black, super black outlines. Wait, mistaken. This is for Saint, Saint Margaret. There. Okay. A bit more here on the book. And there we go. Saint Albert the Great is done. Oh, I forgot something. His crozier, because he's a bishop. Kayo ko mag-drawing ng dalawang pope. Oh, sino yung mga pope na yan? Okay. And the crozier of Saint Albert is done. Further improve. There. Okay. Further improve St. Albert. And then Pope Francis at Pope Leo XIV. Wow! Yung namaya pa nating Santo Papa and itong ating bagong Santo Papa. Wow. And then a bit of lips for St. Albert. And there. Now we're going to proceed to St. Vincent Ferrer. Just counting how many saints will I be drawing next before thinking of what to put on Saint Vincent. Gloria, Gloria, in excelsis Deo. 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 At sa lupa'y kapayapaan sa mga taong kinalang. Ipinulay ka namin. Pinasasalamatan ka namin dahil sa pagkina. Kilala ko pong mga pope dahil sa aming religion. Oh, katoliko ka rin. Oh, so katoliko ka, Nador. Okay, we're almost done with St. Vincent's face. And okay, now we're gonna start with his. Oh, okay. And then a bit on his hood. Okay. I'm gonna mix the colors. And a bit of white. Okay. All right. Okay, we're finally finished with Saint Vincent Ferrer. And I just need to get the colors for his flame. Kaya ko rin mag-drawing ng 5 angels. Wow! Yung mga, nador yung banggaya ng yung nasa ginawa ko noon na Our Lady of the Holy Rosary. Okay. Kasi if you're talking about 5 angels, for a while everyone, I'm just gonna show my old portrait. As you can see everyone, those are the 5 angels that I've done in Our Lady of the Holy Rosary. Nador ganito ba yung mga dinodrawing mong mga angels? Okay, back to the drawing. Okay. Very sweet little angels. Usually, pag ganyang mga angels, they'll really help you foster the atmosphere of prayer and they'll let you feel na parang andun ka na sa langit. Yung feeling na yun. And finally, Saint Margaret. I think this is Saint Margaret of Hungary, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Saint Margaret of Hungary. Nador, nakita ko kasi sa short video mo. Oo, yun yung mga angels na yun. Okay. Then for her crown or tiara. Just gonna sharpen the gray. Okay. Then the hands of Saint Margaret. There we go. And then next the rolling Saint Joseph. Dominus tecum, benedictatum in holy. Babalik lang ako, kakain na kami. O sige, sige. Santa Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen. And then we'll just put in some gray for the layers. Dark gray. Just the same, I'm still using my Brutfuner colored pencils for this portrait. Then, okay, just a bit of, then a bit of white for There. And just a bit more white on the habit's cape. And now for the white parts of the habit of Saint Margaret. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna need a razor for her. Then the lilies. I couldn't remember much information about this saint, but from what I could remember during a procession last Sunday, or a couple Sundays ago, Saint Margaret belonged to a wealthy family. Saint Margaret belonged to a wealthy family, and because of her generosity, she gave up everything. She gave up everything to serve the poor. That's what I could remember. Well, Saint Margaret lived a generous life. Oops, not what I expected. Oopsie daisy. Okay. Maybe just the other cup. Little adjustments. There. Bit of Saint Margaret. And then we'll finish it. Oh, there. And then for the last step, a little rosary on Saint Margaret. Bit of correction. A bit of Corrections in St. Margaret's Lips. Margaret.
St. Margaret. And then a bit more on St. Albert. St. Vincent. Okay, then the outlines of the hands of St. Margaret.
And here we go. Well, I guess I have to end my live stream from here. And so far, here's our progress for today. We're able to finish Saints Thomas Aquinas, St. Peter of Verona, St. Rose of Lima, St. Albert the Great, St. Vincent Ferrer, and St. Margaret of Hungary. And tomorrow, when I'm going to go live stream again, it will be another set of 3 saints. So it's time for me now to take a break. And hopefully I'm going to see you guys tomorrow for me to be able to complete the next set of 3 saints. So to all of you who watched, thank you. To my fellow Filipinos, maraming salamat po sa pagsubaybay nyo dito sa Ralphie Draws. At asahan nyo pa na mas marami pa akong mga drawings na gagawin sa mga susunod na live streams. Again, everyone, thank you so much. This is Ralphie Draws, and stay safe, everybody. God bless you all. Bye-bye.